Okay, so we're gonna run a little bit of a training center. Just a little bit. It's been a while since we ran TC, so might as well go ahead and do it. Oh, I forgot I'm still in auto battle. That's the reason why I can't fucking control anything. It's annoying as fuck. So yeah, I'm just gonna be training center for right now. Probably running Alcatraz and Revolution tomorrow. We ran Avalon yesterday, I just didn't stream it. We were really close to failing it. We were at like 150 something, 1 hour and 50 something minutes. But we just didn't have that much people on yesterday. Still passed it though. Still guild soloing Avalon. As hard as that is. It's a pain in the ass. I wonder which loot bot I had. Guess the other one expired. I mean, I have the one that picks up nine things of loot, so it's good enough, right? It's really all I need. Any other loot bot's kind of irrelevant now. It's funny though, because they're still selling for like 9 billion or 7 billion or something ridiculous. Like the prices for them are just retarded. But the one that loots all, I mean, it's still fucking OP as hell. So, but it can only be, you can only buy it, so that's the reason why it's not, I guess why the other bots are still valid or relevant. Pretty much this bot, as everybody knows now, is IM only. Probably going to, I'd say, get around 3 or 4K, I'd say, maybe, by the end of this. Probably more likely 3K. Really depends on how many members join. It's really all it is in the end. How many people join and how many people are actively killing shit and not just AFKing the room. Oh shit, whoops. I was trying to adjust the sound there. So, yeah. Really easy dungeon, just all depends on how fast people run this shit. The mobs die like nothing. We might have 4K today because Zarden just logged in. Between Zarden and who else was it? That guy that logged in. Some other people log in like Anawaki or Al Summon. Would be even better. A lot of people have been busy lately. Either that or people just don't want to get on AO because AO is such a... Not a lot of people are happy. Developers are slacking. The publisher side is just incompetence. I don't know. There's a lot of things I could go over about what's wrong with the current AO system. There's just so many problems and nothing's getting solved as far as items and whatnot that are broken. Either that or they just get forgotten about as far as the issues. People just accept it as normal. It's a damn shame, but it's just how it is. Tickets take weeks or months on end to get answered. Their backlog for the ticket system is probably through the roof. Fucking lag. Couldn't even tell if that was if I actually got that in time. Hey, Zarden actually is in TC. Wasn't sure if he was actually gonna come or not. TC is one of those dungeons that a lot of people just kind of ignore. Mostly because it's boring as fuck. I mean, I don't even know why I'm streaming this. I know that I'm just gonna delete this afterwards. Ooh, I didn't even realize how many shit I had jackpot over the past few couple of days. Not too bad. Not jackpot, that I had in the jackpot. Ah, fuck. Luckily, if it just kills 1 and 2 are left, I can still make up from that. As long as I have 2 extra mercs at the end. guess most of the reason why I stream this is so that I can stay on top of myself. I always kind of been wondering why I just stream TC, because I know that it's boring as fuck. But if I didn't stream it, then I wouldn't be as serious or as motivated to run it as I am at the moment. Mostly to make sure I stay on top of killing things more often. So I suppose there is a reason, it's just... really it's just an excuse. Because I sure as hell don't enjoy it. I mean, I suppose I don't mind TC, but it's ran because guild members want to run it, and I don't honestly want to run this all the time. That's the reason why I haven't ran it in a while. Kind of just waited for a guild member to say something, and then finally somebody said something. I'm like, okay, I guess we'll just run it then. We used to run it all the time, but that was before we had other things to do, or more things to do as a guild. Now we're running mostly nation dungeons all the time. Gotta balance out some sort of something, I guess. Especially when it's so boring to play this game, with the lack of events and lack of things at work. People are just annoyed with how poorly the game is handled. Why have the motivation to run everything for the day, or every dungeon you can run? So just run the bare minimum. That's usually what we do. We run guild dungeons and nation dungeons, and sometimes just forget about TC, because just plain annoyed with everything. I don't like complaining about shit, but that's just how it is. If things are truly bad, then things are truly bad. I can't just ignore it. And fucking spammers. Block, bitch. Get on my face. But yeah, I like running stuff, dungeons and whatnot. It's just gets tiring after a while when not much is being updated. Not much is being given as far as bonuses. You take away the attack bonus, you take away EXP buffs, you take away certain events that are good for grinding, and people just get annoyed. Don't handle the broken aspects of the game, the exploits. Allow players that cheat and abuse the game to continue doing what they do. It all adds up and just pisses people off. Hello, RMS. Good morning. For me, it's afternoon, but good morning. Or almost evening at this point. Our guild TC record? It's on the YouTube channel. I can't remember that exact number. It's like 12,779 or 12,612. I think it's this. I think. I can't remember. It's somewhere around that. 300 or 200 away from the actual maximum that you can do, which is 13,000. You can't go above 13,000 because that's all that's left, just 13,000 mobs. It's been a while since we hit that record though. I think that was back in February. And the 13,000 record has been hit before. Not by us though. It's by another guild. Yeah, I've seen a guild do 13k before. Kinsmen. Back when they were more active. And that was last year. It was like the beginning of last year. I think January of last year, whenever they were able to do that. They haven't hit that high again. They almost got 13k at the beginning of this year, but just not as much players that are interested in the game at the moment. But the only guilds I've seen hit higher than 12k is our guild and Kinsman. The other guilds don't even get close to 11k or 10k. I've seen maybe one guild hit almost 10k or maybe a little bit above 10k. But yeah, for our server Macedon, the only two guilds that get anywhere close is us and Kinsman. This is a slow run. There's only like 4 people here. And I'm at like 500 kills. So me alone, I could probably hit about... Oh, I think I've posted my max record before, somewhere around 15, was it 1570? 15 something? What's waiting for AO in the future? At this rate, probably nothing. It's being poorly handled by Velov. I don't mean to be negative, but it's being poorly handled by Velov. They don't know what they're doing. At least the NA side, Korea seems to be doing quite well. And maybe the Japan side is doing alright. I'd say it's not going to get better. It's not thriving, nor is it really dying. It's just kind of content. Not really stay the same. It's gradually, over time, I guess, decaying. But at this rate, yeah, it'll just get worse. But if they improve, actually do some good events, fix all the fuck-ups that they've made, or most of the fuck-ups at least, enough to make it count for players to be happy or content, then yeah, it'll improve. But for right now, at this current rate, it's not improving. If anything, it's just staying about the same as it was originally. If not, then a little bit worse, because people are becoming, over time, mad with the fuck-ups that are being made. I should be able to hit it somewhere around 1100-1200 at this rate. Kind of going slow today, but this is still not bad. To be honest, what I need to do is probably pop a title. Yeah, that'll work. That should do it. Hello, Lorelei, I guess. Yep. Hello. It is a very unique game, yes. A lot of people agree that it's a very unique game, and that's the reason why a lot of people play it. But when it's being handled by a poorly planned developer publisher combination, or just poorly, not really planned, I don't know. They had enough time to plan things, in my opinion, so just poorly handled. The execution is not great, and the customer service / PR side is not all that great either. I mean, it's good that they have the GMs talking to players directly and some sort of communication there, but there's just like, there's too much saturation. There are way too many players complaining about the same things, and it's not really, it's partially the players' fault because they complain so much and because they repeat the same things over and over again, and they crowd the Atlantica Facebook and all that kind of stuff with just shit. And there's nothing really productive to be said within those comments. So more or less it's down to the actual ticket reporting and whether or not, because I know those things have backlogs, and people also probably spam them with several of the same tickets. The ticket system is very poorly made because you have to create a ticket for each and every entry that you put in, so it's not just one ticket for the same problem. You have to re-put in another ticket if it doesn't get answered. So they should definitely solve that problem. They should use an external type of ticket reporting like Zendesk, which was something that I kind of reviewed over. Zendesk should be used or something equivalent, something that is good, because that is what works. That's what worked with Nexon. This poorly internally made ticket system is just really crap. Yeah. Another thing is the forum issue. The forums being really insecure. The logins having a chance to release information whenever you log into the site itself. There are so many vulnerabilities that yeah. I would say, I don't know, look at them like pillars. As far as security, Atlantica is really low. It's really doing badly. As far as PR, it's doing pretty bad because players are either crowding the ticket system or crowding the forums or crowding the Facebook page with all their complaints, and none of that really produces anything productive. It just honestly makes more of a backlog than anything else. So it's the player's fault on that end. Another pillar would be, I'm trying to think of something, actual development. So bugs that occur, like the dragon not having stats, the pink dragon not having stats, or the burning racing car not being put into a collection. That's another, I guess, sort of pillar thing to look at as far as development, whether or not the development quality is good. There's just so many things to look at, but when so many things are doing bad in so many different areas, that's when it's bad. That's when it really needs improvement in at least 2 or 3 or some more areas, because when it's fucking up in so many regards, of course you're gonna fail. Yeah, the website is really vulnerable. The game client itself is alright. Design code, it's kind of pointless, but design code is developed to block developer-made hacks and cheats and whatnot. So say for instance a developer makes a certain type of cheat or a certain type of hack, then design code is made to block that developer license. A lot of the homemade products, a lot of the homemade cheat systems and whatnot will probably not be blocked because that's not what design code is made for. Then there's design code's also able to block like certain scripts and whatnot, certain things that are meant to bypass firewalls and other bullshit. But design code is not really made for what's being able to bypass it right now, and it's kind of pointless. But it does have a purpose, and I guess it does work for certain programs. But for the most part, it isn't really helping against the cheater programs that some people use. It probably helps versus some of them, the ones that are popular, but when it comes to programs that are not well known, that are very new, that are made to bypass design code, yeah, it doesn't really matter. The website is extremely well. I've also done reviews on the website itself as far as its security. The HTTPS side its sign key or whatever that it uses is actually secure. The problem is whenever it communicates with the server that isn't the secure side, so the at.veilov.com, that domain, when it communicates with the at.veilov.com, then it becomes a vulnerability because it's transmitting your key or transmitting your login information to that side of Veilov's domain. So it is in a sense vulnerable because of the session that you log in with. As long as you have that session open, then you're vulnerable. Once you close the session, then it's kind of fine. There's just so many things to look at that are wrong with what's occurring right now. It would be fine if it was like one or two things, or maybe if it was just a lot of bugs in the game, but when it's a lot of things going on across all avenues as far as the different aspects of not the game, but I guess the different aspects of the product of Atlantica, then it's a problem. But people are still gonna play it. I mean, even with all the issues, even with all the problems, people are still gonna keep on playing the game because they like the way they like that it's unique. Oh. And as far as the forum with its phishing links and whatnot, that's really the fault of the players. Yeah, just people clicking on those links. That's more user error than anything. Sadly to say, I know it sounds like an asshole thing to say, but it's true. User error does come with things like that. When it's the website itself transmitting information that it shouldn't be, like as far as login information or a session, which I feel like it's mostly the session that's really the issue. because the sites themselves are not exactly vulnerable. It's how they communicate with each other. The forum is really up all to the players that post the content, and it's really dumb that the the Velof GMs can't edit the or delete the forum posts. But when it comes to players clicking on links in a forum, it's their fault. And that's just how it is. But Velof should also be able to delete those forum posts. I don't know why that's not a thing. That's completely just stupid, but whatever. For whatever reason, they don't have the ability to do so. It's not to say the sites are secure. It's only the signed version, the HTTPS side, that is secure. The at.velof, that side is vulnerable, or has the opportunity to be vulnerable. For example, those phishing links and whatnot. If a player is able to edit some object within the domain, then yeah, it's going to be vulnerable. There's a reason why my website has the ability to be able to block user comments, and it has an automatic spam list. What the forum should have is an automatic spam list, and it should have the ability for moderators and whatnot to review certain comments and certain forum posts to be able to approve them or not. And on top of that, it should have some sort of blockage to block certain scripts and whatnot from even running if there's some sort of link that somebody posts that, well, yeah, anyways, there should be the way it runs is just wrong. So definitely should be a thing for moderators to be able to delete anything they want. Definitely should be a thing for posts to have to be reviewed before they're actually put on the public by a moderator. And there should be like 5 moderators, all with only the permission to delete certain posts. GMs that post something, I suppose, shouldn't be able to be deleted, and they should have they should go under good review as far as who their moderators should be. People that won't just delete everything, of course. But of course that's an employee thing, so whoever they hire as the moderators, or the side job of a moderator. That gets into the whole aspect of the company itself, which we don't know too much about the company, except for the GMs are across both North America and Europe as far as when they handle the game itself. So they are busy on both sides at times. Don't really know the identity of the developers, and the developers aren't going to identify themselves or communicate with players. The whole lack of communication between, well, we don't know if there's really a lack of communication between the GMs, but apparently they have to actually send a report to the developers for every problem that there is, or every bug that a player finds, or whatever. So their method of communication with the developer is sending a report that the developer has to read. I'm not even sure if they have direct communication, because they probably are in different locations, but I don't know. Slowly getting Grim up. I wasn't even seriously thinking about leveling him, I just kind of just was like, okay, let's go ahead and put this shit on him. Why not? I have a whole bunch of EXP concentration licenses, might as well put one on him. Just for this hour that I'm grinding TC. God. Not sure how high I'll hit on this one. Probably a decent number. Somewhere around, at this rate it'll be like 1300 maybe? I don't know, it really depends on how quickly I start clearing stuff again. Kind of just been going at a medium pace. Not really caring exactly how fast I kill these things. Of course, I am staying on top of it to make sure I get a decent kill count. But yeah, with this new loot bot, it's really easy to get a shit ton of kills, because everything gets looted within the first turn, most of the time. So I don't have to wait for the second turn to either lag or whatever. Of course, there's always this. People could just take forever to kill their mobs. Getting towards the end of this round, and there are still people on them. Not even sure how many people are actively killing, but yeah, whatever. And it's gonna be me to actually turn the round. Yeah, it seems like people are kind of just going slow at the moment. All the mobs are on this fucking line over here. All lined up in the wrong damn place. But yeah, if I just speed it up right now, should be able to get to at least 1300. If I kill 100 every 5 minutes, yeah, or so, every 6 minutes, starting from the 18 minutes that I just started, be able to at least get to 1300. Really have to speed it up though. Getting there. If I hit 1100 by the time these 3 minutes are up, then I should be able to hit my goal of 1300 within the end, and just keep with the every 6 minutes killing 100 of these guys. 1300 is not too bad. I've done a lot better, but I started off kind of slow. Talked about a few things. Usually when I'm not fully oh, Jesus Christ, that was loud. Fuck. Who was that? L'Oreal? Okay, so that Lorelei Sonatag. Thanks for the follow. I saw you PMing me earlier. Can't fucking talk today. But yeah, usually I do 1300, or not 1300. Usually I do about this good. Now, since I've got the loot bot makes so much of a difference. About anywhere from 200 to 400 kills of a difference. It's pretty fucking ridiculous. Like, originally I would have only been able to get up to maybe like 1200 without the loot bot. But with the loot bot I can get up to almost 1600. The difference is just fucking crazy. Really tells you how long it takes for you to fucking get to the next turn. Or wait for a turn. For the turn to pass. It's about a good 5 or 6 seconds, I guess. Really depends on if you're lagging or not, or... God damn it. Gave me the wrong mercs. Game's gonna make me disable another merc. Trying to get this thing speedily done. Probably just gonna have to disable the clown. Yeah, disable the clown. Don't need her. She has no positive output towards the form as a whole. At least when it comes to clearing these things. Ugh, great. This is where I'm gonna start slowing down if I can't fucking kill these things. Okay, cool. Looks like I'm gonna have to use AT mileage. I'm not about to fucking wait. Alright, come on, hurry the fuck up. Nope, still not enough. I need another loot bot. That should be enough now to be able to kill everything with no problem. Why did the music stop? Play. Next song. So 11:41. Kind of slow down after I was dealing with those slight delays. Should still be able to hit that 1300 though. At this rate. As long as I keep it. God damn it, I don't misclick on shit. 10 more minutes. Yep, doing good on time. Actually might just hit 1350. At this rate. Probably save my buffs for the next thing. We'll probably rerunning Alcatraz or something. Probably Alcatraz. Sounds like good. Save, make sure to use my buffs for something and then they don't go to a waste. Nah, whatever. Skip that mob. Six minutes? Oh fuck, I might just actually get like 1400 or something. I don't know, it really depends on how quickly I keep on going. Increase my pace by a lot. Of course I keep on getting delayed too, with the amount of PMs and other little things that I get distracted by. Do like it with a mob's join. It means faster time. Sometimes. Sometimes it can actually hurt the time. Especially since I can kill so fast. Whenever a mob joins a turn, it kind of lags. So sometimes it can be helpful, sometimes it actually sucks. Depends, really. not enough mobs killed. Even with my bonus. It's just not enough. Well, 1300 goal was reached. Thought I wasn't gonna make it before. That is, like at around 20 minutes. Just because I was going at a bad pace. Picked the pace up and now I'll probably hit 1400 maybe. Definitely got the 4K though. To stage 5 here in a minute. Right after this I'll start the feast for Alcatraz and then bring the stream back up for that. I'll have the stream down for 10 minutes so that I can host the feasts. Streaming feasts is not exactly a good thing. People just seeing you wait, yeah, that's not fun. Alcatraz should be fun because I'll be able to kill things really fast. I mean, I usually kill things pretty fast anyways, but with this buff, I'll be good. Won't have to worry about second turns or anything like that. Straight hour of just destroying shit. Oh, fuck, I clicked on the boss. That was my mistake. There goes my 1400. Oh, okay. Now we're good. But the boss is gonna be a little tankier than that. Fucking pushover. Ugh, these goddamn mobs. Got lucky with that one. Fucking Fenrir proc. So I updated a list on my equipment, Atlantica equipment page. Speaking of procs, I updated all the mount procs and the deco procs. The only one that's missing, well there's two that's missing, is the Archangel mounts, which aren't really released for North America yet, except for the ones that those prizes came out of. Wait, I don't even think the mounts were released. I think it was the clothes and the deco, I believe. So yeah, I don't think the mount was ever released. So yeah, we don't have the mount yet. Just the clothes and I believe the deco. The deco for sure, I have the stats updated for that. And then as far as the new Scorpion, I don't have the stats for that. The Scorpion's proc stats. But I have the proc stats for just about everything else. Took a little bit to do that. Mostly just copied the old resource and then just changed some of the edited stuff, some of the stuff that changed, and added the Archangel and other newer stuff, decos and mounts and whatnot. Yeah, there's a lot of resources and a lot of them have different. A lot of them don't have everything. That's the problem. Even my site doesn't have everything. I only have like partial resources. So that's the reason why I just combine everything, because none of them is complete. The mini database is lacking a lot of like equipment based stuff. It has like good info on like the quests and locations and whatnot, but it lacks equipment information. And some of the site tools are pretty cool, like the Wikidot has a site tool for calculating skills and whatnot. The mini database has a calculation for enhancing, or was it enchanting? I can't remember. Has one of those. But each resource is good in their own specific way, but none of them is complete. None of them is perfect. But combining them all at least gets a better idea of how to look up resources for the game. Otherwise, it's all incomplete by themselves. And I don't think it's ever going to be perfected, to be honest. Too many people want to have like their own imprint on editing things and doing things. Nobody's actually going to try to come together, and I think the Wikia is trying to do that, but they're kind of poorly executing it. The Wikidot, I feel like, was edited by like maybe 1 or 2 people. Nobody even said whoever edited that. Don't even really know who did it, but the Wikidot's pretty awesome. The Wikia is pretty good too, but it usually has inaccuracies and whatnot. And then the mini database is all done by one guy. So, yep. Which that one guy also doesn't have anybody helping him. Feels like everybody wants to do their own thing, which is the reason why I did my own thing, because nobody was gonna like be like, okay, yeah, you can help edit with this, blah blah blah. I wanted to help with the mini database, but the guy was just, he doesn't really communicate. But the mini database looks pretty cool. Looks alright. The Wikidot seems a little bit, as far as just the way it looks, seems outdated, but it's actually up to date with its information. The Wikia has a lot of outdated information, a lot of outdated stats, but it has good information as far as dungeons, the newer dungeons, like the Olympus Towers. And it also has good information as far as some items, some equipment. They keep on updating a lot of the equipment items, like a lot of the older equipment details. Like I saw them updating spirit equipment and whatnot, which in my opinion doesn't really need to be updated because nobody messes with any of that shit, but they do what they want to do, so whatever. They do also update the new event stuff that's going on, so that's pretty cool. They actually keep up to date with the recent events. They just updated the mercenary, what was it, the event for the picking the mercenaries or whatever, voting for the mercenaries, and then the other what's it called, the cherry blossom event. They also updated that one. I like the, yeah, I don't think a lot of people like the whole darker background, but I do like the darker background. I'm more of a dark kind of template kind of person, so whenever I look at a website, I like to look at black, or not really black, but like darker colors. But I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's really just personal preference. Nobody's complained about the way it looks, so. And I recently changed the actual, like, the way the site looks as far as the trying to think of what it's called, the theme. Yeah, the theme. The theme actually, I think it works better as far as just the way everything flows for it. I just need to work on separate pages now, better separate pages and better ways to show information. It's not so, I don't know, just a better way to do things. I modified the text to be a lot smaller, so that helps a little bit, because it was pretty big. So, yeah. That's about as small as I can get the text without it being too small, and then without it, yeah, without it being blown up. Oh yeah, I said I was going to stop the stream whenever we started getting to feasts. That doesn't really matter. I'll refresh the stream whenever we're done with the feasts. Might not be able to start Alcatraz because I just kind of started the feast without even saying anything. Just realized. Yeah, I got distracted. Okay, I'll be back in a bit. Actually, a little bit longer than I was thinking, because I have to actually find people to invite for Alcatraz. My dumb ass.